Hey guys, welcome to TCR. Sid.
Mike.
Thanks for clicking on the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Today, we're going to be showing you how to make some really yummy grape jelly.
Absolutely.
So once the grapes are all harvested, I had them in the fridge this whole week, and then I simply wash all the bunches, take out any of the extra leaves that are there, pull all the grapes off of the bunches. It's okay if there's a couple little stems here and there, just getting the bulk of the big stems out. And then we start running it through the press to separate the littlest stems and the skin of the grape from the juice. So we run it through our juicer. We've got that listed on our Amazon store, so if you like that juicer, you can feel free to check that out. We also use that for making salsa out of our fermented peppers. Once the juice is caught in the pan below, we drain that off into our 8-quart container through a strainer, a fine mesh strainer. Kind of swirl it around to get the pulp, you know, moved out of the way because it's so fine. If you just pour it in, it'll literally just sit there. You do kind of have to have some movement so that it will go ahead and go through. The extra pulp and all the skins, we take those out and give those to the animals. They love that as a wonderful little cool summertime treat. That's really fun for them. Sometimes I've stuck it in the fridge or freezer for them too to get it really, really cold before I give it to them, since it's always August when we harvest the grapes.
Getting that finger.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt though.
Because grape jelly by itself can be boring. So we have habaneros and jalapenos to spice it up a little bit. Let's food process these bad boys. My camera operator over there is choking on the smell of habanero liquefied in the room right now. It's pretty intense, but wow.
Smell.
We're gonna wash this out real good before we do the jalapenos, because one of these batches is gonna be habanero and one of them is gonna be jalapeno. Jalapeno. Okay, so real quick, I'm just measuring out my ingredients. I have 4 cups of juice in this bowl. I'm gonna do 4 more cups in here, but I'm gonna start with my habaneros. Put those in the bottom, because I want 8 cups total for this recipe. And there's my 4 cups, and my 4 cups, and I've got probably about a cup of habanero mixed in with those total 8 cups, so there you go. And 2 cups of sugar, 6 tablespoons of pectin. This is a low sugar recipe. It's a half a cup of sugar for every 2 cups of product. So that's about a quarter of the amount of sugar that's in most recipes. So still not the healthiest thing in the world to eat, but a little less guilty.
Can you do the dance again?
A little less guilty. Couple things you guys are gonna wanna have on hand, be ready before you start cooking your jelly. Get your pan ready, get your product ready, get your pectin ready, get your sugar ready, get everything ready, okay? And then start boiling your lids. Make sure you have properly processed your jars, okay? They're boiled, they're clean, they're out, they're ready to pack, okay? Have your funnel ready, have your rings ready, have a little bowl of vinegar ready, and a couple of these, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna dip in that vinegar and wipe the top of these jars after you've packed them. And does that about cover it?
Yeah.
Oh, let's boil some grapes. Okay guys, this is not rocket science, but it is science. I'm gonna give you the quick rundown. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pour our product, I'm calling our fruit, into a pan. We are then going to begin to bring this pan to a boil. As it starts to get hot, we're gonna add our pectin. Pour it in slowly, stir it in, make sure you're dissolving it. Bring that pot of fruit and pectin to a full rolling boil. As soon as it hits a full rolling boil, full rolling means you can't stir it down, okay? Then you're gonna add your sugar. That's gonna kill the boil. You're gonna keep it on high, bring it back to a full rolling boil that you cannot stir down, okay? Which means you can't stop the boil by stirring it. Set your timer, 1 minute, this is critical. Don't overcook it. 1 minute full rolling boil. After that 1 minute is over, turn it off, remove it from the heat. If there's any foam on top, you can scrape that foam off. One thing that can help you from getting foam is adding like a 1/4 tablespoon of butter. Some people like to do that per like a 2 or 3 cup recipe. I'm not gonna add butter. I'm just gonna scrape foam off if there is any. And then you start packing your jars. We don't have any foam to worry about because of how we process the grapes. So we didn't get a lot of that pulp in there that creates the foam. So let's get these things in jars.
You don't want to overfill your jars. You want to have enough headspace so that you can still seal them and water bath can them properly.
I don't know which one I drink in.
And you just want the lids to be on, not too tight, just enough to where they stop turning because the air still needs to escape.
All right, now you just got to get these things into your ball water bath canner. You know, some people do these a couple of layers thick. I'll do that in my pressure canner, but not in my water bath canner. So I'm gonna run a second batch for these other ones. And now we're gonna bring this up to a boil. And then we're gonna set our timer for 10 minutes. That's how long we're gonna process it.
It's hot as
No, you didn't.
I can live my life. I'll do it. This is too fucking hot.
Tell me when you're rolling.
She is rolling.
Okay. Are you rolling like on roller skates?
Oh my god! Just talk.
This is how we roll.
Oh, Lord.
This is how we do.
Oh Lord.
Burning up the night, shooting bullets at the moon.
So you want to remember when you're getting your cans ready that you want to make sure that the jars have been boiled. Usually we go ahead and start the water bath canner with the jars empty. Let it boil so that the jars are sterilized before you load them. Once you fill the jars, you do want to make sure, again, wipe that off so that you have less chance of botulism or any of those fun kinds of things growing and forming in your cans so that it will be shelf stable for a couple of years for you.
For all you preppers out there, no refrigeration needed. And you can do this on a campfire. I'm just saying, maybe one day we'll get crazy and do a campfire canning video, but that's not today.
Thanks for watching, guys. We've got some really yummy jelly now that we can enjoy with our charcuterie board.
Absolutely.
So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so you get the notifications.